Here are two friends demonstrating reflective listening. First, without reflective listening.
Mom, my car is having engine trouble and I'm gonna need money to fix it.
Money? What happened to the $50 I gave you last week?
Well, I can't get to work if the car is broken and my boss is already on my case about it.
And how is that my problem?
Well, I spent it on food and gas. You're the one that thinks this job is so important when I'd rather stay at home working on my music. And your dad are making me keep this effing job.
Oh, sure. It's our fault that you have to work, and it's our fault that you can't do your music. How do I know you're not going to spend this money on drugs?
Is that all you ever think about? I have a life besides drugs, you know? Can't you just trust me for 1 minute? You guys are too much. Screw it. Listen, Mom, my car is having engine trouble and I'm gonna need money to fix it.
You need money to fix the car.
Yes, I can't get to work if the car is broken and my boss is already on my case about it.
So you're worried that your boss is going to be upset if you don't show up to work?
Hello, you're the one that thinks this job is so important. Really, I'd rather stay home and work on my music. But you and Dad are making me keep this stinking job.
So your dad and I are the only reason that you're holding on to the job, and you'd rather be creating music.
Okay, fine. I like the money I earn, but what difference does it make if I can't get to where I need to go, if my car is broken?
So you appreciate the money that you're earning on the job. Is there more?
It's something to do, I guess. What about helping me with the car repair?
So at least the job gives you something to do. And I understand that it's a pain when a car breaks down. And look, I accept that I'm at least partly responsible for you keeping that job. And I appreciate your effort in holding on to it. But is there another way that your dad and I can help?
So here's the gift of reflective listening. Letting your loved one talk and reflecting back what they're saying can lead to the change talk we're looking for. Remember, I started by saying that communication is the biggest part of a relationship. How you say things, avoiding negative talk, using positive communication, and using reflective listening is going to make a huge difference. You don't need to be perfect at it or to use it all every time. Even if your skills aren't perfect, and even if you stumble some, your intention to use positive communication and reflective listening will change how you feel about your loved one. Recently, a son who was clean only a few weeks said to his mom, "I think I look better." And she said, "You know, I think you do too." This was the first positive statement she had told her son in 10 years. She called me to tell me how great she felt about herself. Even longtime professional musicians practice their scales every day. So try practicing the use of these communication skills daily, and you'll see positive changes in your relationships. People with addictions feel isolated. They feel cut off from the world, so alone. That aloneness can make them panic. They reach for a drug and relief, only that's what caused them to feel so isolated in the first place. It's a vicious, vicious circle. Connection is such a key human need. It's why programs like AA or treatment approaches like community reinforcement approach work. They help people feel nested in community, like they belong somewhere. How you communicate does the same thing. By showing understanding and compassion and listening to what your loved one says, you reach across that very painful divide and you remind your loved one that they are not alone. It reminds your loved one how good it feels when somebody reaches in and connects with them. It reminds them that connection can happen in ways that don't have to include drugs or alcohol. It doesn't cost anything to change the way you respond verbally. It doesn't involve getting anything set up or planned. It's something you can do at a moment's notice.